First of all, I'd just like to say thank you so much for that beautiful welcome, and the video you all made, it gave me goosebumps, so thank you so much for that. Respected dignitaries, ma'am, Vanitha Datla, ma'am, who's been very sweet and kind to me to bring me here to inspire you all. Respected principal, sir, all the lecturers and professors gathered here, and all you beautiful girls gathered here, wish you all a very happy and a pleasant morning. I heard you all are very excited to meet me, is that true?
Yes.
Okay, I did get some messages on Instagram also that, ma'am, we are waiting to meet you. So, but let me tell you all, I've been equally excited and happy to be here today because I've heard so many good things about your institution. It's been one of the pioneers towards women education and empowerment. Not just that, like it's been doing so much towards your creativity, innovation, innovative skills and skill development. And trust me, this is all like bookish maybe, but then a visit to your campus, the moment I entered, it was speaking volumes of that person who has initiated this campus. You all are so lucky to be here in such a beautiful campus, like which is giving you every best possible opportunities. And of course, I've been extremely happy to meet all you beautiful ladies present here because I believe you all are the future leaders, the opinion leaders, the flag bearers of tomorrow. Am I right?
Yes.
So it is you who will be deciding the fate and destiny of our nation. It is we youth who have the willpower, the zeal, and drive to make our nation's presence in the global world. Right?
Yes.
Can we clap for ourselves? Like, huge clap. So meeting you all young minds here, of course I'm also young, I'm not too old. so meeting you all young people, I think it's an opportunity for me to learn a lot from you all, more than anything for me to teach you all. But it'll give me great pleasure if my achievements could be a motivating factor to all of you all. At least if I could inspire one amongst you all, I'll be extremely happy and grateful. So I always believe that life gives us innumerable choices. Is that right? Choices and opportunities. So when you wake up early in the morning, what kind of choices do you have in life? I believe there are two choices in life. Number one is that you believe, I'm blessed to have this new beautiful day again. It's a blank canvas, ready to be splashed with colors of opportunities, challenges, and happiness and whatnot. Of course, happy Holi. Let's splash colors on that. And the second option you have is that you wake up. I know a lot of people who wake up at 10 and 11 and half of the day is already done there. So for them, it's like any other lazy day, just like any other day which can go on. So which option do you think is better? First option, right? I always believed in that. My mom, the first thing she taught me in my life was discipline. She used to wake me up at 5 in the morning when I was a child, and I still follow the same routine till now. And as youth, what other options do we have? So as youth, we have two options. Number one is a lot of us suffer from inferiority complex, right? We have stage fear, we have low confidence, we love being inside that shell of ours. That's number one option. Number two option that we have is break your shell, go out into the world, experience the world, experience the opportunities and challenges that world is giving, You stand up every time you fall down. So which option do you think is better? Second option, right? So yes, so now I know you all are on the right path already. So I hope like the video made has given you a little bit of an insight into what I have been doing in my life till now. It's those little bit of achievements which is making me stand here, though I'm a youngster like all of y'all. But believe me, it's more than those achievements. I think it's been a lot of challenges, lot of hard work, patience, perseverance, which has gone behind doing every single achievement in my life. As ma'am was telling, I belong to a very simple, traditional, middle-class family like any one of y'all. And this journey hasn't been easy at all. It's been a lot of I had to overcome a lot of challenges and hardships before I achieved any of this. But what kept me going is that my passion was burning so bright that even I couldn't stop myself from chasing my dreams, be it becoming a doctor, becoming a Bharatanatyam dancer, a yoga practitioner, a speaker, a Miss India, or anything, a sports person. So all of this, I think it's my passion which kept me driving that I have to do it. So I was very fortunate enough to have the support of my parents who supported me and believed in my dream despite of all the pressures, the societal pressures that they had belonging to a traditional Brahmin family. You're letting your girl do all of this. Do you think it's really important for her to do all of this? So, that kind of thing, like they could resist all of that and let me follow my passion. I think that played a huge role in my life. And at a point, my mom actually gave up on her job. She was working in the US because she didn't have the proper family support. So she gave up on her job and completely dedicated herself to my upbringing. So I think that made a huge difference in my life. So I'll keep it interactive. I'll not bore you all too much. So I'll tell you all some interesting stories what happened in my life. So when I was a child, maybe when I was around 5 or 6 years old, my mom used to carry me and then she used to take me to dance class. My dance class was around 2 hours away from my home. Okay, she was a working lady and then in her weekends she used to make sure she used to take me to dance classes. So to reach to my dance class, I had to change 2 buses and all my things, eating my lunchbox, plaiting my hair, everything used to happen in the bus itself. And by the time I reached my dance class, I used to see all my friends. They used to come luxuriously in cars. I used to ask my mom, will we ever buy a car like that? Will we ever, come comfortably like that? She just said, she never said, it's okay, we'll ask your dad, she'll get you. She never said all of that. She said, you work hard. Your hard work and your determination will one day get you a car. And then I kept on working hard and then I've given around 2,500 Bharatanatyam shows all over the world. And exactly when I turned 18 years, that's when we get our driving license, right? So I participated in this traditional brain and beauty contest called Telugammai. And I won a Tata Nano car. And that car, it's really small, that's not some luxurious car or something, but then that's so close to my heart because I got it with my own efforts. And that's been my companion since the past 7 years, taking me around. I've been driving my mom since then. So it just started off like that. And when I was in my 8th or 9th class, I was very passionate about the NCC uniform. I thought that was very inspiring for me, the uniform. And for that girl who was like a child, my brain was thinking I could be someone, I could be an substitute in case of any kind of national emergency. I was thinking like that when I was in 8th class. So that's how I joined NCC. And once I joined NCC, for 6 months I worked really hard. So I was in the tents and then sleeping in the mud and there were all earthworms going around. So the situations are like that in the tents if anyone of you all have been in NCC. So after working for 6 months, right before realizing my dream of going to the Republic Day camp, I was rejected just because I had to be replaced by someone. So life gave me again 2 options again. Number 1 option is that I feel sad and I think this is never going to happen again and I'll just study, that's the option I had. The second option is that rise like a phoenix, go back and make it happen again was the second option I had. So I remember Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's quotes, okay, I follow him a lot. And then I remember he was telling, failures and difficulties don't come to destroy you. They come to help you realize your hidden inner potential. Let difficulties know that you too are difficult. So when I was in my intermediate, I went back to NCC and then I worked hard again for 6 months, early morning 4 o'clock rifle drill. And then we used to go around the huge rounds and I used to do commanding, rifle shooting, and then group discussions, extempos, interviews. And by the time my day ends, it used to be 12 in the night. And again, I used to study for the next day, again 4 in the morning. So 6 months I worked hard like that. And after 6 months, I went to Delhi finally, and among 13 lakh cadets, I won the All India's Best Cadet from the Prime Minister of India. after I won the All India's Best Cadet, I was the contingent commander and India's best shooter also. And I represented India internationally in SAARC countries and got the SAARC medal from the Sri Lankan president in youth exchange program. So as I was experiencing one of the most glorious times of my life after NCC, like being in Delhi, the kind of national feeling you get, it's completely different there. And the moment I came back, I was in my inter first year. So in a span of 1 month, I had to write my exams, and then I got a 94%. And then the second year, when I went back to college, how many of y'all have been into the corporate and the Sri Chaitanya Narayana, the star batches and all the hangama, what happens? So as soon as I came back from Delhi, I was thrown out of the star batch. So they believed if you are studying, you have to study only, you can't do all these activities. So once I was thrown out of the star batch, my mom was very, very sad. She was thinking, this is that life-changing point in, turning point in life. Maybe I won't be able to become a doctor if this doesn't happen. She was very upset. She said, I will go and I will beg them and get you back to the star batch again. I was like, no, nothing doing. I'm studying at home. And then I sat down for 6 months at home itself in second year of intermediate. She managed some tuitions with physics sir and chemistry sir coming and then giving me papers from college, and that's how my into second year happened. And then soon after IP, I got a good score. And then my college was like, come back, we're going to give you MSET training. I was like, no, I'm not coming. So... And then I really got a good score, and then I by my merit I got into Osmania Medical College, and that's the best medical college in the state. So while all of this was happening, the family and society, they will be ready to throw stones at you at any point. How could you leave your studies and go to NCC? This is going to affect you and all. So when I got a seat, it was like I made all those stones into a castle. It was such a big feeling for me. And then soon after I came into MBBS. So every year I had a goal. So people told me you are into MBBS, you cannot achieve whatever you want in your life. You can just be a doctor right now. You better put your activities aside. And then, but my mom believed in me. She knew I know how to balance my academics and my activities as well. So every year I had an activity, and that's where you saw Mahesh Babu give me the Student of the Year. Yeah, so I heard more cheer for Mahesh Babu than Prime Minister. This happens in all the colleges, I don't know why. No one's interested in Prime Ministers and Presidents, they're all crazy about Mahesh Babu. So, yeah, that happens. So every year I had something. Soon after I finished my MBBS, the next day after I graduated. So in college, let me tell you, I was like any of y'all, very simple, very traditional girl who never used to talk much at all. I don't know, somewhere this was there in my mind that I have to go to Miss India, Miss Universe and all. That just came out of soon after college. So not knowing anything, I went to Mumbai, I started exploring myself. And then I found some trainers for fitness and ramp walk and everything. So when I went there, the major task I had was my family. It wasn't an easy task to convince them at all. A lot of people thought this girl, she's leaving her medical profession and she's doing whatever in her life. She's going to do modeling, she's going to do films, and that's it in her life. So it was a lot of negativity from all over the people around me. So it was just my mom and my few well-wishers around me who were strong enough to believe in me. They let me go. And then the first time when I went to participate itself, I became the top finalist of Miss Universe India and won some subtitles also there. But my vision behind going and doing all of this was that I've seen a lot of people like these winners become ambassadors for UN, WHO, UNESCO. I wanted to be like that. I wanted to represent my country, the youth of my country in UN, WHO, UNESCO. I wanted to take our youth problems there and then represent there and talk there. That was my dream behind doing all of this. But then for the organizers, it was like, what is she even talking? These pageants are meant for films and nothing else. So they were like, if you want to come back and win again, you better go win a Filmfare award and come back. And they were rejecting me every time I went back. It was very painful at that moment. Nobody was actually like willing to even believe what I was thinking of. And then I was studying, and Miss India Earth happened all of a sudden with a lot of challenges again. So on August 31st, 2019 was my Miss India Earth finals. So that day I had two options again. Number one was that I was invited to St. George's College, Mussoorie, which is supposed to be one of the best boarding schools in India. I was invited there, and then which I accepted long ago. And on the same day, I had my Miss India Earth finals. So I really didn't know which to choose. I really wanted to do both. So it happened so that I told my organizers, I have an important exam. I need to go to Hyderabad and come back. So they were like, you know what? You're taking a risk. If you're not coming back, you're not participating in your finals. You're losing, you can't participate, that's it, they said. So I still wanted to take a risk. After a whole night rehearsals till 3 a.m., 4 a.m., me and mom, we directly took a flight from Delhi to Dehradun to Mussoorie on road. And then I reached Mussoorie, gave my speech, again Mussoorie to Dehradun to Delhi. I managed to come back by 5 p.m. I went directly onto the Miss Earth stage, and I answered my finale question, and I won the crown. So it's so important to sometimes, to take risk in life, to do what you want in life. Okay, and then in a span of 15 days, I had to leave to Philippines. Every day in Philippines was a challenge. I was a vegetarian. I was nothing to eat. So one month I literally was on chuduwa, and then in the night I used to make Maggie in the tea kettle they gave me. That was the only thing I had for 1 month. And I still was doing so well in the competitions that I won gold medal for talent internationally. I won the best for intelligence, and then Global People's Choice Award. I won a lot of awards. So the talent was again challenging. So I have this, I can dance on a pot. I can dance on an inverted mud pot with candles in my hand and on my head. So right before I was going to perform on that pot for my international talent round, I realized my pot broke. So I thought maybe I should just dance on the floor, or what should I even do? So you should see my video sometime. I was just telling, giving up was never an option. I danced on a trash pot. Ante mana chetta butta meeda dance chesi gold medal techukunnanu India ki. I replaced my mud pot with the trash pot, and I danced on that, and then I won a gold medal internationally. So I was almost so close to winning the international crown. But then at that stage, internationally, it's more about, sponsorship, and then it's business than your own talent. So it was very painful for me to accept that I was so good and I didn't get the international crown. The moment I came back from the international in Philippines, in a span of 2 months, I had my NEET exam, NEET for post-graduation. I was back on November 1st, and then Jan 5th was my exam. So November, December, 2 months, 19 subjects I revised thrice. First of all, getting out of that zone of that mind where I was disturbed to studying and making a plan and making it happen was a big thing. That transformation all of a sudden I had to make, and then I scored well in my NEET, and hopefully I will be joining in the next few months, April or May. So that's my story in a nutshell, and I don't believe this is the end of it. There's still so much more to do. When you ask me, I would say I'm still a drop in an ocean out of every works that all my role models, even Vanitha Datla ma'am, they've been doing so much in their life. I feel like a drop in an ocean out of all what I have been doing. But even that small drop is missing, the ocean will still be less. So the reason why am I sharing all of this with you all is because I am, as like any of y'all, I'm not born with any special qualities, or I'm not born with a golden spoon in my mouth. I'm born in a simple traditional family. I'm born with the same opportunities, same time, same 24 hours as you all. But if I can do it, don't you think you all can do it? Yes? Is that possible? It could be in your own respective fields, your own dreams. Everybody has a different dream. Everybody is unique in your own way. In your own way, in your own dreams, you could definitely achieve. The only key behind doing all of this is, That first thing is that what kept me going throughout is that I had this desire that I should do something for myself, for my nation. I should make my parents proud. Second thing is I really wanted to live a better life than I was living, and I had a commitment to lead a disciplined life. However hectic my day schedule is, I make sure I wake up at 5 in the morning, I do my yoga, I do my dance, I train in yoga and dance, I study for the rest of the day or go to hospital work or whatever, come back, study again. So this has been my consistent schedule all through the time. And my will, that will that I have to do something for my nation, because I believe our nation does not deserve anything less than success from us youth. It's so dependent on us youth, because India is a young country with an average age of just 27. It's we who will be taking forward our nation. And for all of this to happen, the only key is that you need to have a dream. First, dream big. And when you have a dream, you will create a vision for yourself. What do you want to see? How do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years? Do you have a vision? Once you have a vision, what will you do? You will start making a plan. Once you make a plan, you will know how to execute that plan meticulously. How will all of this happen? With time management. You need to know how to manage your time. You need to know how to manage every opportunity that is around you. And you need to be very consistent and disciplined and focused in what you're doing. And of course, during all of this, every achievement you've seen, there was a failure behind every achievement I was talking about, right? Meek documentary lo chupichindi na achievements, but what I was talking was the failures behind everything. So that means what? Failures are inevitable. They will be a part of your journey. Only when you know how to overcome the biggest failure of your life and move ahead, that's when you will realize the true importance of success. You will actually enjoy success in a beautiful way. So you should be like that, eagle bird. You've seen an eagle bird, right? So everyone's sleeping? Am I talking too much? Yeah, so this eagle bird, ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే వర్షం వస్తున్నప్పుడు మామూలుగా పక్షులన్నీ ఏం చేస్తాయి, గూడులో వెళ్ళి కూర్చుంటాయి. బట్ ఈగల్ బర్డ్ ఏం చేస్తుంది, it will fly above the raining cloud. Okay, so that's what you have to do in life. And it's extremely important to have a unique identity for your own self. Okay, so of course we all are film fans and all. We love Mahesh Babu, we love Prabhas, we love everyone. But then you shouldn't be like, if I ask someone's identity, who is that girl? It shouldn't be like, oh, that girl, she is this hero's fan or this something. You should have your own identity. See, they've developed their own identity, and that's the reason we all love them, right? So, but you should have your own identity in whatever way you can, in whatever best that you are in, okay? So maybe you could sing well, you could dance well, she speaks well, she writes well. You have your own talents, right? So you don't really have to utilize someone else's identity. And most importantly, we all youth, we love our cell phones, we love social media, we love Instagram. Do we love that? Yeah, so it's good you stay updated. It's good that you use all the updates coming up and stay updated. That's very nice, but don't forget to be human in the process. Okay, you need to know how to channelize your time. This time you will use for your phone, this time you will use for your goals in life. You can't keep the entire day for the cell phone, because it's so addicting. I know I'm on Instagram, I have 70,000 followers, but then it's so addicting. Once you start doing it, you want more followers, you want more people to see you. So you know what, you are following a lot of celebrities, but you should become that celebrity in your own way. Maybe you would start your own waste management company or whatever, like in your own way. You could do that by yourself. You don't need to follow some celebrities or grab some inspiration. You could be an inspiration to a lot of people. Is that right?
Yes.
So I wouldn't talk too much to bore you all. At the end, I just want to say, it's extremely important to remember the values that your parents and your beautiful professors and teachers have given you all, because it is those values which will take you a long way in life. Always stay grounded, stay helpful to your people around, and trust me, nation is depending a lot on you. So there's a lot to do in life. Don't get depressed over small things. Keep moving ahead, at least one step a day. Just keep moving ahead. Life is not going to end with any depressing situations. There's going to be a new day. There's going to be a new beginning the next day again. Okay? Thank you so much for this opportunity. I will love to listen questions from you all.